Conservative Media peeps, what's up? It's me, John D. Villarreal, the four-time national champion. And Paul F. Villarreal, the NBA expert, is joining by phone. Now, okay, we're a little bit late on this, but we've been busy and stuff like that, so our fans know it. But I'm talking to the Jeremy Lin fans all around the world and the New York Knicks fans as well. Also the Miami Heat fans. Now, those two teams played in MSG. And look, the Heat were on the road and they got the W there in the Knicks. And Melo, yeah, he had a good game. But I mean, this, in my personal opinion, is proof positive that they need Jeremy Lin and Linsanity back. That Melo, as great as he is, can't do it by himself. But when Melo was out, and Stoudemire was out, Jeremy Lin was winning with that team because Linsanity is the dominant force on that team in my personal opinion. But also, it's, I think, a key win for the Miami Heat. Some people in my personal opinion may have said that, they're looking at the Heat and thinking, are they ready to win a championship and are there questions with that team? Well, listen, they won on the road against a quality team. It was a good win that they needed. Paul, you're the NBA expert. What do you make of that win by the Miami Heat over the New York Knicks?
It was an excellent win. Now, I know Amari was out, and we know J-Lin was out, but New York was 10-0 under new coach or interim head coach Mike Woodson at home. So this was a very important win for Miami. And not only were the Knicks 10-0, Miami has been struggling on the road recently. So This was a big game on national television in the United States. This was a very important win for Miami, and I thought they looked good. I thought LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh, they really got done what they needed to get done. They needed that win, get their confidence back, plus, on the road, plus, they could very well end up facing the Knicks in the first round of the playoffs. So they needed to send a little bit of a message that, yeah, we can beat this team. Now, you were mentioning about Jeremy Lin and the Knicks. I agree with you. The reason why I love Carmelo Anthony, and he's been playing great.
He's been playing great.
Since Amari and Lin went out. But the difference between Jeremy Lin and Carmelo Anthony is that Carmelo Anthony primarily gets himself involved, although he can pass well.
Right.
He is a good passer. Jeremy Lin gets everybody involved.
It's
so
a team
when you're playing against Carmelo Anthony as the focus, you're worried about Carmelo Anthony. When you're playing with Jeremy Lin on the court, you're worried about everybody because everybody is a threat because of Jeremy Lin's playmaking and passing ability. That's the difference. So I think as good as Carmelo Anthony is, there is more of a threat when Jeremy Lin is on the court for the Knicks.
I totally agree with that because, think about it. If you're a defender and Jeremy Lin is coming down the court, you've got to be worried about, is Jeremy Lin going to try to do a slashy move and hit the layup? Is Jeremy Lin going to measure me and hit an open J? Or is Jeremy Lin going to measure me and hit a three-pointer because he can do all that? Or is Jeremy Lin going to dish an outlet to Melo for the dunk or for his shot or whatever like that? Or is he going to dish to Stoudemire? Or is he going to dish to Novak for the outside shot there? You don't know what he's going to do at any given time. And that creates a tremendous threat. Whereas if Melo, in my personal opinion, has the rock, you're focused on Melo because that's basically where it's going to stay most of the time, in my personal opinion. And that's the deal right there. So I think this was a big win for the Miami Heat, and I think this is a loss that really is meaningful for the New York Knicks and has to put a question mark in the mind of all the Jeremy Lin haters out there and also the New York Knicks fans. Listen, they're looking pretty good for the playoffs, but you need to put this thing together, particularly if you want to, go far in the playoffs, stuff like that. So I think that there's more work to be done on the New York Knicks franchise to be ready for the playoffs. I also think that the New York Knicks really need Jeremy Lin back to be the best team that they can be. And I think that the Heat is doing what they need to do to sort of put it together and get it ready for their playoff run. So I think that's my take of the whole situation. Paul, do you agree with that? Any final comments?
I do agree with that. The best thing I liked about this game, and also tonight's game that took place between Miami and the New Jersey Nets, which Miami also won, is that Chris Bosh is starting to kind of find his form, particularly on the rebounding aspect of things. They need Chris Bosh for a very deep or possibly championship run, does Miami. What you mentioned, New York, this is a little bit of a wake-up call. Yeah, things have been great, but you're still missing Amari and J-Lin, and you need to get those guys back as fast as you can.
That's it. What do you think about that? I want to hear from all the fans all around the world right now. NBA is what we're talking. We're talking Knicks. We're talking Jeremy Lin. We're talking Lin Sandy. We're talking Carmelo Anthony. We're talking D Wade. We're talking LeBron James. We're talking Chris Bosh and the Miami Heat. Playoffs, everything. Tell me where you're at on it. Give me the comments below. Please subscribe up. I'm John D. Villarreal, the 4-time national champion. That is Paul F. Villarreal. He's the NBA expert. We're concerned in the media. Thanks for watching. Please rate this video up. Also, please post it to your social networking sites. We'll see you next time.